What's up, you guys? We are on another episode of Track Talks. This is your girl, Cam B, the hostess with the mostest, here with my guy, DAC. What's going on?
Cam B, what's good? How you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right. So first of all, before we delve into this interview, DAC, what is that moniker? What is that?
DAC
Give us a little background on that.
DAC stands for Dominate All Corners. You know what I'm saying? We came up with that name because at the beginning when we was trying to start things like being an artist, we just learned how to do everything else. If you dominate all the corners, there's no way you can be denied. So
basically you're saying like you started off as one thing, but like as time progressed, like it became a multifaceted business endeavor. Okay, I like the sound of that. When I was like told what your name is, like I don't know why, but like boxing came to mind. Okay. Like dominate all, because you know a lot of times like when you're in the ring, like you get backed up into the corner, but like you gotta shake yourself out of that, you know, and move around. Like you can't be stagnant and stay in one spot.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I
mean, I definitely know how to box if that's what you're asking. I mean,
that's
being from
so
Philly,
crazy. That's insane. Because like when I was being told like that, I was like, the first thing that came to mind was boxing, because you know the ring has 4 corners, and if you stay in the corner, you're gonna get beat like by default. Like you have to move around.
Oh yeah.
You have to be a moving target, like, or you're gonna get got basically.
I mean, growing up in Philly, like you gotta learn how to fight. Definitely, that was before the gun era. It's crazy up there now, but I mean back in the day it was like, give me a fair one. Like that was a saying. Give me a fair one.
Give me a fair
Step in the street, everybody, just
go ahead and duke it out. Yeah, that's
duke it out.
Yeah, fighting is like kind of a thing of the past. Like everybody wants to toe the strap. Everybody got that thing on them. Yeah. But like and in the North, because my stepdad, he's from Brooklyn. Okay. So like he would discuss tell us a lot. Like we used to like go outside and beat each other up and then hash it out, like go our separate ways. Yeah. Is that how your childhood was?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I grew up on. That's what my pop told me. That's the honorable men shit. You know what I mean? But a coward could kill anybody. You know what I mean? So.
And I know that you are from Philly and you recently just moved to Atlanta.
Yes.
So congratulations on that.
I appreciate that.
Tell me a little bit about like the difference in dynamic, because I know like up north is way faster. Like we're the syrup southern folks down here, and y'all are
I don't know.
Faster than Philly.
I don't know. They got its own speed, definitely. And I mean, we're definitely, I feel like, puts it in certain ways is how many people come here, bring their own culture and energy to Atlanta. So it's definitely, I think it's faster than New York now.
You think so?
I think that was the thing of the past, but about the South.
So you're saying the new age Atlanta is a lot faster than the North?
Yes. Yes, actually, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of Black Hollywood is here.
Yes.
Like
the Mecca.
A lot of artists are here nowadays. Like even like old school artists, from old school to new school, early 2000s, everybody lives here.
Fact.
Like you'll be like walking down the street, like I can't tell you how many times I've seen T.I., CeeLo Green. Yeah. I've seen like a plethora of people living in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I know your name is DAC, Dominated All Corners. What corner are you focusing on right now? What's going on with you right now?
Well, right now, focusing on the music heavy, getting into the entertainment music even deeper, like with acting and things like that. Right now, I'm about to go on tour soon.
Are you excited?
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, that is a crazy experience.
Yeah,
that's a crazy experience.
Yeah, like really self-made type shit. You know what I mean? No label, no our own back end, and we doing everything from the muscle. So. Shout out to the Fonz, FFTV.
Fonzie!
Shout out to Kid Jack. You know what I'm saying? We are making it happen. And, we're at the beginning of it right now.
And then that's also a big deal, because, oftentimes when people think of famosity and making it to that height, you have to be signed to a label, right. Or you have to be a part of some big name brand company. Right. But it really hits harder and resonates with people more when you do it from the ground up. And
right.
You're utilizing, I know you've known Fonz for over 10 plus years. So building from the ground up, with the people that you grew up with, is just a different experience altogether.
Right. And then another thing is to compensate for the budget that a label has, you do the work. So that's where the name comes from, DAC. So if you know how to do everything, you can teach others how to do stuff, delegate jobs, make things happen. as a group. So it's all about working together for us, the team, behind every
There's
machine.
no I in team. And if you want something to last longer, you got to put the work in.
True
like
indeed.
you got to put you can't just, people think things are going to appear overnight. That is not how it works. Like I'm pretty sure like all the big name brands you see today, like we don't know what goes on behind closed doors,
Facts.
We just see the final product. We don't know how many hours, sweat, blood, tears, whatever the case may be, went on behind the scenes. And even like, working with childhood friends and things of that nature, like there might be things that you guys disagree on. So like overcoming those hurdles, how has it been for you guys?
Oh yeah, awesome. Awesome. It's been tough. Like there was times where, you got to try to figure out your own path. You guys figure that out. But if it's real, true love and everything's solid, it's nothing. It's like we might not talk for a period of time, but as soon as you talk, it's like you never skipped a day. So, that's the real shit. I like to keep that around me.
That's very important, especially at today's, day and age. Like I have friends that I thought were going to be friends with me till I went to the grave, but like people change.
People change, yeah. I mean, it's no fault to know everybody, has their own life. Everybody grew up a certain way. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. It shouldn't be no animosity, never.
Yeah. People just go their separate ways. So let's circle back to the music. What kind of inspired you to I want to rap?
Oh, man, we've been doing it since high school. It's going hard. But when I was growing up, my pop, he recorded over all of these movies and stuff like that.
Really?
I would off of BET and certain stuff like that, like Rap City, and I would just record it, watch it over, and I just
So basically repetition, making sure you had it ingrained, because it's definitely important to know your own lyrics.
Definitely, yeah. I don't even write no more. I just go in there and I just
and
spit.
then you memorize it that way.
Yes,
that's an amazing talent. To not write anything down.
Yeah,
that's an amazing talent.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
you're welcome.
It took me some time to if you do things 3 weeks or repetitively,
practice definitely makes perfect. And if it doesn't make perfect, something better has stuck after all that repetition that you've done.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So tell me about the song "Disappointed." What was the charge behind that?
Oh man, so.
I know.
No, that's love. That's love. I'm a real transparent person. Let me know what's going on. Shit, I wish we could pull a cover up, but on the cover,
Is it possible for us to pull the cover up, guys?
Basically, of my ex, it was a failed relationship. How
long were you guys together?
Not long at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was real quick. Real quick.
Was it under a year or at that?
Under a year. Yeah, we didn't make it to 3 months.
Oh, so I can only imagine disappointment. Are you the type of person that loves hard?
No, it's just that when you have, I like to call them sit downs. When you have a sit down with somebody and
come to Jesus moment.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We speaking our truth. So I'm taking you as you are and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If you're not about who you are, if you ain't solid, you shouldn't speak those words. Because when I do what I do, I'm all in. I can't think otherwise. So just being that type of guy, you know what I'm saying? Recognized it wasn't reciprocated and was
that's super. I'm big on reciprocation as well. Because when I, like you said, if I go into a situation, I'm not half-assing it because I want the same thing to be given to me. I'm going to give you 100%, you're going to give me 100%.
Facts.
Oftentimes people say in a relationship it's 50-50. It's not. It's 100-100.
Period.
If we do 50 and 50, then none of us are going to be fulfilled.
Exactly.
And some days, you might have to pick up slack for your partner. Then you might be having a day where you're going through something, or you might just have something traumatic happen. You might be at 70, so I need to be at 100 so I can pour into you.
Period. All or nothing. All or nothing.
So I definitely understand that. I haven't heard the songs, but tell me a little bit about the lyrics. What's the hook?
Like I said, I don't
probably
write
push that
anything.
back into the recesses of your brain, huh?
Nah, it was flowing like water. So when I hear a certain beat, I look for a certain beat, and when I look for one and I hear one, it tells me what to say.
I feel that. You oh yeah, I could see myself on that. Is that kind of how you work?
Right. And then the first words came to me. First of what I was thinking, what's my experiences lately, and it just started flowing from there.
And how did she respond? Oh, go ahead.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. No. Before we get into that, go ahead with what you was about to say.
So the first words I say is business is business. I used to thug in the trenches, and I'm saying basically as a bar, me being a young thug, being in a situation right now, catch everybody eye to what I'm saying. If they listen to the words, and they're not going immediately to my experience of why I'm disappointed. and it's get real detailed.
Yeah. I definitely like songs like that. Like it's a bigger story behind it. Like I like when I hear, or when you go back and play a song, you be like, hold on, y'all didn't hear what he just said. Like play that back. Like Shawty just snapped right then. Y'all wasn't paying attention.
You're not listening. Yeah. So it's like one thing about me, I just feel like I'm when everybody go right, I go left. You know what I mean? So everybody not really talking about what I'm talking about, but it's like if you catch wind what I'm talking about, it's like, oh, you
caught that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything is
you had
real.
your baseball glove on just then, didn't it?
Authentic. Everything is authentic. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like you gotta get to a certain light first for everybody to really blink. But you know, it's gonna take everybody some time, but when they catch, it's gonna be big.
Mind blown.
Seriously.
I feel you.
Not just this record, but everything I've been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just life in general, like whatever you.
I'm talking about all my. Not to cut you off.
No, you good.
But my whole music portfolio. It's a story behind each song that I have, every cover that I made. Yeah, everything.
It was a meaning behind it.
Everything.
Yeah. See, I feel like people make music and create nowadays based on like what'll get them like to go viral the fastest, or like what'll get them like in the limelight the fastest. Like slow and steady wins the race. Somebody's gonna feel you eventually.
Right.
Like it may not pop immediately, but if you continue, like basically what you said, like practice makes perfect, repetition. If you continue what you're doing and you're passionate about it, people are gonna see that you're passionate about it and gravitate towards it naturally. That's just how things go.
Absolutely. And I mean, everybody that's blowing up that we know, like as far as like the Baby or big name artists, they definitely had backing from a label. So it's just harder for an underground artist to do it on their own, which I don't mind doing, because at the end of the day, I don't owe anybody anything but myself. And
you can say like, I did this myself. Like I didn't have help from anybody. Like I did this with my own two hands. It's a lot more rewarding feeling. Of course, it's a big deal when people get signed to a label, but oftentimes things do not go as planned.
Yeah.
Like they might. Of course, everybody thinks they're like the hottest thing walking, and like I'm finna come in here and dominate. But like you not knowing that it's somebody at the same level or even better than you that's in the next room that they looking at too. So coming from, the ground up, like with you and your personalized team, especially with people that you grew up with, is a lot more rewarding at the end of the day.
Definitely. Definitely. It's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's more passion in it. I'm enjoying it every step of the way. It's crazy. I'm telling you. If I could just sit here all day and talk to you, like just tell you the story and everything we've been through to get to where we are right now, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it gets a lot deeper. So as far as like tours, like how many dates y'all have, like cities that y'all going to? Do y'all know all of that information yet?
Yeah, it's about like 10 cities. We're going to do, I think they call it the Belt, which is like from Georgia, Florida, Alabama.
Okay.
So yeah, we're going to hit that.
So y'all hitting all the southern states.
Yeah.
Let them know what's up.
Yeah.
Philly in the building.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Definitely.
So do you have like any songs that, like any projects that you're working on right now that you want to tell the people about, or like something that's coming up soon that they should be looking forward to?
Well, I've been dropping a project like every month since like the beginning of the year.
Oh, so you've been staying consistent because the year is almost over.
Definitely. July I dropped like a little EP, 5 tracks. It was called Independence, like near 4th of July. And then last month.
Play on words, y'all didn't catch that.
I ain't catching
See, they not hearing you. They not listening.
We about to help them
we
out.
on the same page though. I got you.
This interview gonna help everybody out. I promise. So I did that. Another one I just dropped was Disappointed. And then I'm dropping one September 5th. That's coming up.
So did you want to like speak on? Are you able to speak on that?
I speak on everything you want.
All right.
To.
So the project coming up September 5th. What's the drive behind that?
Oh, it's called Pop Fly. It's
Okay.
kind of like a spin-off of Disappointed.
So basically, like we're operating on the opposite of that, because when you first get into a relationship with somebody, like in a romantic light, you have no choice but to envision your life with that person because that's who you're with at the time. So is Pop Fly kind of like operating on the opposite side of that? Like, this is where I am right now. Do you feel like you transitioned as a person, or like do you feel like you've grown as a person, like since that situation?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I grow from every experience. Yeah, period. I make every bad situation great.
So would you go back to the ex?
Absolutely not.
No. Said it's right for you, baby girl.
Yeah, definitely.
So do you feel like she's gonna see you now and be like, dang, I should have stayed? Okay, so let me go back. Do you feel like in your heart of hearts like you were right in the situation?
Oh yeah, definitely. I say the only problem that I did or issue that I made.
And it's very important to be self-aware. So I'm glad you said the only issue that you had, because oftentimes people are like, yeah, they did, like pointing fingers, but not, just doing a self-analyzation.
Yep. When the decision was made on her behalf without the togetherness, I should have cut ties then.
So you said she was speaking like from an I standpoint instead of a we standpoint?
There you go.
That is very selfish of her, especially since y'all were supposed to be like together. And like you said, like we're all adults here. Like it's important to be upfront from the beginning, because oftentimes things get misconstrued, but that's what communication is for. That's immature on anybody's part to not be upfront and forward with their motives from the beginning.
Listen, you speaking what I'm thinking, babe. I'm glad it's coming from
blindsiding you at the end of the day.
Listen, that's coming from a woman right now. Yeah,
because that's the truth.
Period. I ain't got nothing to say on that.
Yeah,
I feel how you feel.
Yeah, that's also the issue. Like with men today, like they say they want to court you and they want to take you serious, but like you're just trying to take it to the bedroom. But you could have said that, so I could have told you no earlier. Like, why are we dragging this out? Right.
That's no disrespect to our men out there. They learning, they grew up different ways, but that's just what separates me from them.
All right. Well, this was another episode of Track Talks with my boy DAC.
Yeah.
Now we're going to switch over to the music side and listen to a brand new snippet of his song Pop Fly.
Yeah.
All I hear is see and speak evil. Bitches acting like they don't need you. Ride around in a big truck, blowing on gas, but it take diesel. Left, right hand, both lethal. Everything I do is not illegal. I ain't ride for you if you not. People's like slide for you if it's no signals. I don't wanna fuck, just the deep though. Fell in love, but she swallow Nemo. Niggas' life ain't worth a kilo. I'm at 100, I ain't seen zero. Heard you niggas looking for a hero. Well, fuck it, here I go. Tired of niggas off his earlobes, acting weirdos, cause they get euros. I'm getting rid of all the fuckery, yeah. Coolin' with me is a luxury. How you in love with me, but had enough of me? That's like you sucking me off and then ducking me, yeah. How you rhyme, but you tryna rebel? These bitches indecisive as hell. Got me going back and forth with the rail. He tryna be fair, but me, I just really don't give a fuck. That's I'm coming and giving that, and I'm coming through liquored up. I got a vision up of me getting them bigger bucks. A real nigga to live it up, how you gon' split with that? How the fuck you can get with that? As a matter of fact, little bitch, you deserve them stats. Everything then is coming back. I'ma keep getting money, bitch. I'ma keep moving on, moving on. All of these plays I be moving on. Thought I was playing, I'm moving on. Now you the prey that they moving on. You gon' find out where you went wrong. You put you right where you belong. So don't you go calling my phone. When you realize when I'm gone. Little bitch, I been moving on, moving on. All of these plays I be moving on. Thought I was playing, I'm moving on. Now you the prey that they moving on. You gon' find out where you went wrong. You put you right where you belong. So don't you go calling my phone. When you realize when I'm gone. Little bitch, I been moving on, moving on. Shit while I'm here coolin' with a bad bitch. She got you looking average. I ain't got time for the nonsense. Why is you acting all toxic? Fucking my piece up like this. I thought we pieced up about this. How is it 3 months and you pissed? Damn, talk about being whipped. Yeah, still stuck on this dick. I ain't got no treats for a trick. Yeah, go work it off on the strip. Yeah, cash out of them tips, showing your ass off in them tits. I ain't got a mask when I'm in a lick. I just take your face off in the hit. Yeah, open case but a closed casket. I'm so professional and so ratchet. I'm mixing new with the old habits. I'm from the bottom but I'm living lavish. Automatic with these mathematics cause I gotta have it. Ain't no jerking me like a jackrabbit. Ain't no hurting me, I'm a mad savage. Get the last laughing like